Over the past year, I've been building nothing but high grades. I figured I needed a change of pace, and so, after rummaging through my backlogs, I found this kit, and it seems to be perfect for that. Hello everyone, and welcome, especially to all my new subscribers. Thanks for subscribing. This is Backlog Build Log, a new series in my channel where I try to chip away at my kit's pile of shame, or at least I try to. And today, I'll be building this, the MGSD Freedom Gundam. I believe this was the first kit from this line, and it definitely came out swinging. Out of the box, this kit comes with 8 bags, with a total of 16 runners, a sticker type decal sheet, and a booklet type manual. Basing on the number of runners alone, this kit really does deserve to carry the master grade name. And looking through the manual, it has pretty much got the same build complexity of one. Some gimmicks that are shown here are not even on the MG Freedom 2.0. It is the first of a new line of kits, so I guess they had to pull all the stops. The decals that came with the kit are sticker style, which will do the job, but I still think water slides are better. Taking a closer look at the runners, and the details on these are insane. I wanted to do this build without any additional painting or detailing other than slapping some decals and panel lining, but these surface details presents a lot of opportunities for some color separation. Even the inner frame have so much lines that I felt like I had to detail it up a bit. Still, even without additional work done on it, judging by the runners alone, the sharp details and the color separation would still make this kit look amazing once assembled. The nub placement on this kit is also done fairly well. Some were undergated and most of them are well placed, where cleaning them up would be easily done. Some of them don't even needed additional cleaning. Just using my fingernail would do the job. Since this kit has more runners than what I've been building so far, I had to rearrange my table a little bit. I also had to get my old file holder to hold some of the runners. I had to make a makeshift table extension just to have enough space. Anyway, let's get it built. These are my usual tools: a regular nipper, a single bladed nipper, and a hobby knife. Like I said earlier, I just wanted to do a straight build on this one, but it felt like a crime not to detail it up a bit, especially the head. So, I broke my scriber out and rescribed the head a little bit. I then gave it a few drops of this gray pour type panel liner and cleaned it up with some lighter fluid. A few drops of lighter fluid on a cotton bud should do the job properly. Give the part a few passes to clean it up and it should be good. This part is one of the selling point of this kit. Since SDs have large heads, Bandai really capitalized on it by making it stand out from the other grades. It also felt nice to build a Gunpla head without worrying about small parts flying to the void since they are sizable enough to be able to handle properly. I can honestly say that this is the best looking head I've ever built. The eyes really carried the look so much with how detailed they are. I haven't built any perfect grades yet, so I'm not sure if they even have a head as good as this one. I have mixed reactions on the chest unit. It has multiple points of articulations that give the kit extra mobility for posing. It gives a very generous ab crunch, and it can even stretch out for even more dynamic poses. However, the ball joint in the middle keeps popping out on me. I don't know if anybody else have the same problem or if I just built it incorrectly, but I didn't want to disassemble it again to find out since I can just pop it back in. Next up are the arms. I didn't show it earlier, but for all the darker parts as well as the inner frame, I used this Posca paint pen as a panel liner. They are a little runny so they work better than Gundam markers. I just go through the lines generously to make sure that they are in there, let them dry for a bit, and then use a toothpick to get rid of most of the paint. Follow it up with a cotton bud with drops of lighter fluid to clean up the rest. The build was straightforward and I didn't have any trouble, but I guess if I have some gripes, it wouldn't even be a complaint, but just a minor inconvenience. The shoulder is completely separate from the arms and will just be sandwiched between the chest and the arms when fully assembled. It is a solid connection, but it is a hassle when posing because you had to rotate them one at a time or else it felt like something might break. It has a very generous elbow bend. It only has one pair of hands but has the thumb, the forefinger and 3-finger articulation. I think I forgot to mention that I have the MG Freedom 2.0. I built it a very long time ago back when it was released. It was the second master grade I built and it was also the last. I took a long break from Gunpla for a while and only got back to it last year. Anyway, I think personally, The legs on this kit got the MG Freedom 2.0 beat, at least both detail-wise and gimmicks. The MG Freedom 2.0 have the leg armor sliding gimmick but has no knee separation. The MGSD however has both. Also, its knee bend is pretty generous, and when you straighten it up, you can leave the leg armor separated to make the kit taller. The waist unit builds great with amazing details. It also got very interesting articulations. The connecting slot for the chest can swing forward, that can extend the ab area even more. The front armor can also swing forward to allow the connection points for the legs to drop down, giving the kit a little bit more height. Of course, it is not a Freedom kit without one of its signature weapon, and probably the coolest, the railgun side skirts. And those panels are just begging to be painted, which I did later on. I actually like this design better than the side skirts for the Strike Freedom. Something about it looking like just a massive thruster and then folding it out, becoming a long-range weapon is very cool to me. It also has this great feature of safely securing the beam sabers when stored. I personally have spent a lot of times looking for the beam sabers that constantly falls off kits. This one locks the handles well and you would never have to worry about losing them again. At this portion of the build, my phone was running out of storage, so I didn't get to film the building process anymore. The build was great though. Most of the time, the wings are usually the part where some people dreaded building, mostly because of how repetitive some of them could be. I have not felt that way while I was building this though. The only complaints I had are the clear parts. They add uniqueness to the look, but I wish there was more of it showing. That is why I added a little bit of metallic paint on that part of the wing to accompany the clear parts, and I thought it turned out better than expected. After building the individual parts, next up are the decals. This kit came with sticker decals. They do the job well enough, but water slides just look cleaner. My go-to brand for water slides are G Reworks, but my local hobby shops only had these Evo decals, which I haven't used before, but they were great. These are my usual tools when applying water slide. I really look forward to this part the most when I'm building. Something about applying these little details on the kit feels really satisfying to me. As you can see, I've done a tiny bit of detailing on the gun. I gave it a few splashes of mecha gray and white here and there. The pens I use are acrylic, so I had to be precise in putting the decals on the painted panels, because if you make a mistake on these, the paint might be damaged and you had to repaint them again. I usually don't bother with the back of the shields, but I splashed some gray on this one. Like I said earlier, it was a shame that there is only a tiny bit of the very nice looking clear parts of the wings are showing, so I had to splash some metallic purple on there to make it look like it's part of the same clear part. The back and front flaps of the waists have some raised panel outline, which were perfect for some mecha gray accents. These Evo decals have some designs that doesn't come with the stickers that came with the kit, one of which was this eagle design that was perfect for the hatch panel. I didn't do anything much on the chest except for the silver panel lining. I did the same on the legs, and I also splashed some mecha gray on the knee thrusters, as well as a dash of silver above the ankles. The arms have enough details and didn't need any additional touch-ups. It looked even more perfect after applying the decals, and the silver panel lining really does its job well. There are some parts where the manual gives you two options of decals, like on the shoulders. I just left one set on each side. To ensure the longevity of the paint and decals, I top coated the parts with Mr. Super Smooth Clear Flat. I also made sure to mask the connection points to avoid fitting issues. And here it is, fully assembled. I really enjoyed building this thing. The details are on point and the articulations are deceivingly amazing despite its bulky appearance. I even found some aspects of it to be better than the MG Freedom 2.0, which I guess isn't as surprising since it is a newer kit. My only complaint on this is the ball joint on the chest that keeps on popping out. It shouldn't be that much of a concern if you don't pose your kit a lot, and because you can just pop it right back in fairly easily. Still, it is an amazing kit overall, and it definitely made me want to check out more from this line. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this far, and here are some poses.
At night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah.